Door knocking in the deep South.
Ma'am, may I ask you something? Have you voted yet?
In southern Georgia, Reverend Ezekiel Hawley is getting out the vote, a right the 83-year-old never takes for granted.
It's very important, very important.
So this is it here?
His office is lined with newspaper clippings from the early 60s, when white supremacists burned down churches here, where activists were registering black voters.
Dr. King and the nonviolent movement changed the world. We're not going back, we're going forward.
Today, a third of Georgia's registered voters are black, more than any other swing state. 4 years ago, black Georgians turned out in large numbers for Joe Biden, flipping the traditionally Republican state. The vast majority of black voters are now expected to vote for Kamala Harris to become the first female and second black president.
I'm very, very hopeful. I love the energy. Women are on fire.
But for weeks now, opinion polls have shown that a small but significant number of black voters, and men in particular, who supported Biden back in 2020, plan to cast their ballot this time for Donald Trump.
That includes Daryl Allen, who says life was better under Trump.
Economy, border security, and just taking care of our people, putting America first.
The U.S. economy is growing faster than most, but many communities here in southern Georgia wouldn't know it.
The pockets are lighter than they were 4 years ago.
In Vivian Child's home of Bibb County, a quarter of residents live below the poverty line. The 72-year-old already voted for Trump, prompting criticism from other black voters who cite his controversial comments about racial minorities.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
When you hear some of the comments that he's made, how does that sit with you?
I'm going to be always honest. I don't necessarily agree with everything he said. I've been married to my husband for 52 years. We do not always agree. I don't love him any less.
Do you think Donald Trump is racist?
Absolutely not. Racism was when I would go to a restroom and there would be several stalls. One of those was for me, and it would say colored.
Y'all gonna have a van on the ground Tuesday.
Hawley shares those memories, but he's voting for Harris.
She is capable of leading the country, even though some of the maybe young men have a problem with leadership of a woman.
He worries sexism is at play and shudders to think that Georgia, the cradle of the civil rights movement, could now cast a deciding vote against a black presidential candidate. Jeff Semple, Global News, Dawson, Georgia.